Hello everyone, nizere komeze neza. Umunsi tugiye kwiga ikigwa leson yitwa there is and there are. So tugiye kwiga ukuntu bakoresha there is hamwe na there are, okay? Good. So ubwa mbere ngaha dufise box irimo pomme, okay? So i box irimo pomme imwe. Kivuga ati kuvuga ko hariho pomme imwe mu ntuze mu box. Kivuga ati there is an apple in the box. So in the box you see one apple. Okay? That's what we say. There is an apple in the box. So the box hariho apple imwe. So n so na 1. Chikanga. Hama kuru hande naho ngaha turabona i box. Can't turabona man huzenye pomme stuff. So that we see a box, but also we also see 3 apples. So mukuvuga ko harimo pomme zitatu mu ntuze mu box ndikara shivuga ati there are 3 apples in the box. There are 3 apples in the box. Okay? So if there is twikoresha kintu kimwe hama there are ku bintu bibiri cyangwa birenga. Reka tubibe gatora ngaha munsi. So tugiye ngaha rero. So for one thing we use there is. Ku kintu kimwe dukoresha there is. Examples: there is a blackboard in the classroom. Hariho tableau noir here mu ishuri. There is. There is a teacher in the classroom. Hari umwigisha in the classroom. So igihe cyose kene kuvuga ikintu cyangwa umuntu ari mu kibanza kanaka mu gihe ari umuntu umwe cyane ibintu bibiri ukoresha no igihe mbe ari ikintu kimwe cyangwa umuntu umukoresha there is. Turimo okay, hama tujenga kabiri. So mu kuvuga ibintu bibiri cyangwa birenga, so for 2 things or more we say there are. Okay, examples: there are 2 chairs in the classroom. Hariho chairs zibiri hehe mu ishuri. Okay, there are 2 chairs in the classroom. Another example: there are many students in the classroom. Hari abanyeshuri benshi mu ishuri. So our something to keep in mind is that we use there is to talk about one thing. It can either be a person, a thing, or a name. Okay, umuntu umwe, ikintu kimwe cyangwa igikoko kimwe. Hama there are naho dukoresha kunuza ku bantu babiri, bikoko bibiri cyangwa ibintu bibiri. Tukumanga. So reka turabe rero kurushaka kuzikoresha mu buzima busanzwe swate mu banza kanaka. So this is what we're going to see also. So here we are at school. So at school there are teachers. So ku ishuri hariho abigisha. So igiye ku ishuri urabona abigisha. So if you go to school you can see teachers. So mean that at school there are teachers. Ku ishuri kandi hariho ibitabo. There are books. Hariho ibitabo. Ku ishuri kandi hariho abanyeshuri. Yeah, at school there are many students. There are many students. So akajambo there is ni hari. Ikintu kiza ni hari. Okay, na there are ni hari. Okay? Chibitandukana swata ari umuntu umwe canke vuga ikintu kimwe cyane byinshi. Okay, hama muhira naho muhira ugiye muhira ushobora kwasanga igitanda. So there is a bed at home. There is a bed at home. There is a table. Hariho imeza. So singombe bimwe ushobora ku imeza nyinshi. But ari nyinshi bati there are tables. Tukikumanga ahandi fuse there are cupboards. So muhira there are cupboards at home. Ati muhira hariho ububati. Okay, so afisa kabati kiwanje, grafle kabati kiwe, something like that. Got it? Good. So unaje ku isoko. So ugiye ku isoko uhasanga abantu benshi. Uvuga ati hari kusugiye ku isoko urasanga abadandaji, abantu benshi, abasuma, So mukivuga mu cyongereza uvuga ati so there is nakarora umudandaji uvuga ati there is a seller at the market. Hariho umudandaji. Mugihe ari benshi naho ngaha kirufuta intuzenya uvuga ati there are sellers at the market. There are sellers. Shako yesanga. But there are sellers at the market. So hariho abadandaji hehe isoko. Kwisoko, okay? So there are many people at the market. So kwisoko hasanga abantu benshi cyane gose. Okay? Kandi kwisoko hasanga abadandaji. So ati there are goods. So what can we find at the market? So at the market we find goods, many people and sellers. Meaning that there are sellers, there are many people, there are goods. Now we're going to see micro dialogue. So we have maturation bita akagero gatoya dukoreshe there is and there are. Okay, tubona kunshaka kubikoresha ama context ama situation atandukanye. Okay, so was a What's in the classroom? Ati mw'ishure mbe hari iki? There is a teacher, hari umwigisha. What else? What else sobanura nike kindi? Nta kindi cyane nike kindi cyane nta kindi. What else? Besha yishwe ati there are many students. Ati hari abanyeshure benshi. Are there books? Mbe hari ibitabo? B reprise, yes they are. Ati ego birahari. Menga. Okay. So now how we can use the impersonal pronoun there with negatives. Okay. Zikoreshwa there with negatives. Fine. So examples here, if you say if I positive change phrase affirmative. So there is a book on the desk. So hariho igitabo hehe ku ntebe. So we can show negative because there isn't a book on the desk. Right? Say on the desk. On the desk. Fine. So there isn't a book on the desk. Okay. So ongeramo akajambo gusa there isn't. So shako not there isn't. Haba mu gihe hari ibintu byinshi naho akaroro there are students in the room. Ati hari abanyeshure mu cyumba. Okay, so there are students in the room. So say hine kwishyira muri negative cyangwa ati there aren't any students in the room. So ali there is you got it look at there isn't. Okay, I there are negative chiba there aren't. So now we're done. Okay, ukuniko ushobora kubihindura kuyikoresha muri negative. So ubu nawe rero turabe ukuntu ushobora kuyikoresha muri question canke interrogatives, right? So here we have two questions. The first one is there a book on the table? Mbega hari igitabo ku meza? Is there a book on the table? Yes, there is. Ego kirahari. So mu gihe igitabo kihari uvuga ati ego kirahari. Ni nkaho kwinjira nk'ahantu nko mu shambre. Uvuga ati mbega is there a cup on the table? Mbega hariho inuzanye igikombe ku meza. So ngiye kihari uvuga ati yes there is kitahari, no there aren't. Fine. So mu gihe ari byinshi naho kuri 2 we have are there students in the classroom? Mbega hari abanyeshure mu ishuri. So mu gihe bari uvuga ati yes there are, batari uvuga ati no there aren't. Tuvuga so izi ntuzere kenshi question irakunda gukora mu buzima busanzwe. Kiravuga ati mbega muri katubamo hariyo hari amatara. So is there electricity in your area? Okay, or is there electricity in the place where you live? Is there a petrol station where you live? Be hariho station petrol aho ubaye. Is there? So yes there is, no there isn't. Okay.